And I keep forgetting what's up. It's your boy, the real DJ Gravy, man. Hit that like and subscribe button and make sure you hit that alert button so you know every time I go live or post something. Let's go. So look, I'm talking about Giants today. No, first of all, this goes out to Peter Kane Dog Training because he was live earlier today. This is his page if you can't see. Make sure you go like and subscribe. He trains dogs. He trains birds. He has history about Earth, you know. Beautiful channel. His channel is amazing. If you like outdoors, if you like indoors, you know, if you like birds, dogs, and Bigfoot, mess with it. So I am talking about Giants today. And now Peter was live. Hey, Peter, this is for you. Peter was live earlier today, and I got to ask him. I said, hey, do you watch Mud Fossil University on YouTube? And he was like, no, I don't. So I was like, okay. I was like, I think you'll like it. This is a channel about scientists, biologists, anatomists, other people, and other institutions. You know, universities, very prestigious universities, and the world is starting to understand that we are extracting DNA from small rocks and giant megaliths and megalithic structures, and we're extracting DNA and blood samples from them, and we're starting to understand that a lot of these huge megalithic structures and even these small ones, such as this right here, you know, you ask them, oh, how do they have the science to do this? It's so intricate, and it's crazy. We're sticking needles into it now, you know. We're starting to examine it and look at it a different way and say, whoa, you know, we're doing CAT scans and everything. Like, and the paperwork is there. It's not just theory. The paperwork is there. The universities. I'm so serious. So we're going to watch one to tickle your fancy. First of all, I was talking to Peter, and we got to look up together. Thanks for responding, Peter. You're such a cool guy. I love your channel. I've been here since the beginning, bro. I love it. And I told him, I was like, NASA and Nova just recently found all DNA and RNA molecules in space. And he went to it. Google was like, really? And he Googled it, and he read the passage. I put the link up there, the video link, but he didn't watch it. But it's okay. I'm here to do this. And I told him, I was like, it's okay. I'll make a video for you later today. So
stuff that they are finding DNA and RNA, and they have found all the different sequences in asteroids and meteorites. And I've been claiming this is true for a very long time. And so I went into this and looked into it, and I have some questions for them. So I'm commented at feedback@sciencenews.org.
Sciencenews.org. This is all factual, not fiction. Just
because I have
he's already sent in
meteorites here in my shop that are literally anatomically visible body parts, and they can easily be tested, and I'll show you. Okay, my friends, another shocker, and I just don't know how to do this other than to just do it and just say what is real. And now they're talking about NASA. This is right directly from NASA. Now I'm going to show you the guy that did this research. It says all of the bases in DNA and RNA have now been found in meteorites. You know what these bases are? These are very sophisticated molecules, and they only come from life. And I'm telling you right now, the universe is life. Okay, my friends, once again, shocker du jour. This is a ball. Do you see the structure as a ball? Just take your time, look at it carefully. It is a ball. And what is that? That is a stalk coming out of that ball, because this was a tendon ball. I show these all the time, over and over and over. These balls were literally everywhere. And that is an anchor, a tendon anchor ball. And that is the stalk that came out and ran across the top before it
He's a biologist and an anatomist, by the way.
Destroyed. All right. At one time, this was flesh that coated that, and that anchor was embedded in against a bone.
He's not the only one who thinks
which
like
is on the other side of this. Now, I'm going to show you this whole thing in 1 second, but before I do, I want to show you something that you might be able to.
So we're gonna go more into giants. I'm gonna put the link down here. I watch a lot. and he's comparing modern bones to, yeah. We already know where he's going. We know where he's going. I'm gonna make it a little easier for you because we're not gonna go too deep into the deep end. Look at that. It's muscle. It's muscle. I'm, every religion, every culture talks about giants. Talks about Nephilim. Think everyone around the world, even if it's not a religion, even if it's just a culture, or even if it's just some hieroglyphics deep in someone's cave. You keep on going somewhere down there, you're gonna see some big old giant. Like, okay, we're giant pictures inside the cave. I'm telling you. So here we go. Next one, just to tickle your fancy some more. So that was an astrobiologist. He went more into it because this is a 30-minute video. He went way deeper into it and more. And Peter was like, okay, well, they got to get a rock, that doesn't fall to Earth because, it's getting beat up by the atmosphere coming in. What about something from the moon? Yes, that is possible. He was like, well, it does get hot on one side of the moon. It doesn't. Yeah, they could do it, and they've already done it. So you are on the right track. Yes, sir. You're on you. Yes. And that's why I knew you would like this, and I knew, and I know you're gonna like Muff House University.
Okay, my friends, I'm going to do this in a fairly clinical way today. I need to get the world to understand that some of the things that were written in the past could very well likely have been true. And they talk about giants. Every culture on Earth, 100% talked about giant human beings, and here they are. And I'll start by showing you the DNA test. This is a left human hand. Look at it carefully. That's one of the fingertips. This is one of the fingers with a bone ball still attached to it. And on this side, it actually still has the muscle attached to the bone ball, and this is one of the tendons. Now I'm going to show you all of the anatomical shots, the x-rays, the whole thing. Now I had this CAT scanned, I had a DNA tested, and it's anatomist verified 100%. Even anybody that knows what a hand looks like can see it. There's the tendon coming down, there's a bumper pad around your hand. It's not all that hard to understand. And like I say, it's been DNA tested.
It's not hard to understand if you were paying attention in science class or anatomy. So I'm here to break it down to you. So if you're watching this video right now, don't leave because you're like, oh, I don't understand. I wasn't in these classes. Wait, I got you. We're gonna watch a little bit. I got you. We're not. This is a 40-minute video. I'm not about to go 20 minutes in, nor 10 minutes. I'm about to go for like another minute or two, if even another minute or two. Because for him, I just want him to sum it up for you guys. Just to show you some of the paperwork.
And it's anatomically 100% perfect.
This is not private work. This is a lot of work from him. There are a lot of individuals who do private work like this, and then they send in their findings. They extract these DNAs from these rocks, and they send it in to Yale, Princeton, Harvard, NASA, Nova, and then they send it back saying, yes, you're very right, but we're not going to put it in our mainstream educational books. Because, just like telling the humans aliens are real, if we told them that we're living on a giant graveyard, literally a giant graveyard, then, what else would we think about religion, this and that? Or what else would we think about the people who kept this from us? Because religion didn't keep it from us. The people who rewrote the religion took a lot of that stuff out of our books. And so let's keep going. When you say, oh, I can't prove nothing in the Bible. Not just giants can be proven, but a lot more can be proven.
And it's almost like somebody did
physical
an autopsy on it and said, let's open up the bone ball over here and let's look at the muscle over here. Right? And the tendon. And that's the tendon. That's the tip of the tendon that runs down. Right in this area here, right there. That's the stalk of the tendon, and that's why your fingers can do this. I'm going to show you all this in the anatomical. Let's take a look at the DNA test first.
And mind you, I was in anatomy class.
Okay, so let's start with the DNA test.
I study anatomy.
This was from 2015.
Here we go. Helix Biolab, 2015.
Several months to do it. This was the first one that was ever done on blood from literally rocks. They thought these were just rocks. Well,
Did you
they're
hear him
not
say
rocks.
that? He said blood from rocks.
They are actual body parts that petrified in a way I call mud fossilization, and I have explained this very thoroughly. And what it is there was a flood, a devastating flood on the earth, which was recorded in every culture as well.
In every culture, there was a great flood.
And
every culture.
due to the salt waters and some other condition.
You know what's crazy? See, a lot of you people don't have conversations with folks out here, man. I had the pleasure of having a conversation with a Satanist. And the Satanist was like, yeah, even in my devil book, the flood is there. I'm not a Satanist because I don't believe your God isn't real. I'm just saying this because I am. Or, I'm saying this for my own reasons. But a lot of you Christians, or a lot of you people, y'all don't believe. For some reason, it's crazy. Like, a lot of this stuff that's in these books are talked about in every single book. And fucking people's like, oh, well. And now here's the proof. Here's some more proof. We got hieroglyphics. We got bro, even the Marines a few years ago, they sent a troop over into some mountains over in Yemen or up there in those mountains in those up there in the Tibetan mountains up there somewhere. And a whole troop got massacred. So they sent another troop in there and they found out what massacred the troop. It was a giant. And then luckily they wound up killing the giant. I can't say luckily because I don't know, well, but they wound up killing the giant and bringing the giant back. And this is record. You can find this record. It's court records. It's court records. It's court records. And you could even talk. You can even go to YouTube and find an interview of some of the men that were there, if it's still there. Who know what? I'll do a video on that one day, just to sum it up for y'all. You don't even have to do the history yourself. I'll do the history for you because I already did it. This is all fact check. And what's crazy with I talked to some men that were from that area. I said, what's up with those mountains? I had the pleasure of talking to them around the time. It was at a bar. And I was like, hey, you guys from there? I was like, what's your guys' religion? They're like, we're some of them are Buddhist, some of them were Muslim, because you got one side of the mountain and another side of the mountain. And some of them, it is what it is. You got Indians on this side, and then you got like some Asian Indians or like Asians, because they share that mountain. They were like, yes, we know about those giants. Our culture's known about those giants for hundreds of generations. And we don't go over there. Unfortunately, you Americans always seem to want to go over there and always seem to get killed. You know what I'm saying? We know what's over there. Y'all don't. I mean, it's in our culture. We know it's giants over there. If it's not giants, we know it's something else. But we know it's been giants. We don't got to see it. We don't go over there. We know what happens. Anybody go over there, come up missing. I was like, wow. They were looking at me like, yep. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. They knew exactly the troop I was talking about. I'm telling you, it was a Nephilim, but they called it a Nephilim, and they said that it had the Nephilim staff. We thought that the Nephilim staff was lost, but I guess it's not. But who knows? Yeah, who knows if it was just a huge staff, or not. But let's keep going.
In certain areas, the fleshy parts of bodies were completely preserved. Totally preserved, as you can see here. That's the fingertip, and these are bones and tendons and all that. And I even have a goose here that the goose was petrified in the same manner. And there's the feathers in his head. There's a feather pattern. And as you can pick out the neck and everything if you get it in the right light and the right, if you know what to look for. I understand it. And this got flat as a pancake on this side because of the flood. That's what happened now. Not only did I have these tested, well, I had one thing tested, the blood from one thing, but it's all from that same hand. I also had a lung tested, which is the size of us, and this came out of that same hole. And the blood came out right down this area. Boy, my shoulder's killing me. And again, flat as a pancake, because it was in the flood and laying flat.
Some of
and
these
they separated
giants
on these fascia
got killed in the
planes.
flood.
This
Some
is
of these
fascia
giants
of
got
pleura.
petrified
On a
from
lung they
something
call it
totally
pleura.
else.
But it's the coating of of everything has to be separated from everything else. So it's basically a membrane. Skin is nothing more than a membrane. All of your intestines, your organs, your heart, your lungs, your liver, your kidneys, everything has a membrane surrounding it to encapsulate it, to keep it from other things. That's what I originally was going to call this, was fascia facilitated fossilization. I like the ring of it. But after a while, I realized it was basically the mud. Being surrounded in mud is almost being still surrounded in flesh.
Yeah.
Because mud, the red clay mud, is literally eroded flesh.
Black people are. It's already in your brain. You're like, oh, you mean like them Africans that put mud on their skin over in Africa, to get to. Yeah, It's like another layer of skin. It is protection. Mud is raw. Thank you, God. From the mud we came, from the mud we shall go. It's from the dust, but dust turned into mud when it's, when it's water, because the Bible wasn't talking about the dust bunnies around the house. The Bible was talking about dust, the dirt. From the dirt we came, the dirt we shall go. Straight from the mud.
That's what it is.
And then
And it's
get encapsulated in mud with salt water, and let's see what happens to your body for hundreds of years. Because water with certain other conditions can preserve something greatly or break it down greatly.
surrounds all these things, and they become. There's a process called nucleophilic substitution. What that means is if there's moisture, if there's moisture, it will migrate through all these things. These are found in red clays. I have a very hard red clay area, not hard, but it's wet and, like clay. And that's, everything was stuck in this. And when it came out and all the stuff washed off, whoop, there it was. And it was almost like it was still in flesh. Now, in the CAT scan, you can see where the fingertip, a fingernail is here, and you see all the blood vessels and all that stuff, but you can't see much more because it's been invaded. You see this? Here's the bone ball. Remember I showed you that's the tendon?
Okay, I can watch that all day. Okay, let me speed it up for y'all. Let's get to. Yeah. I watched all of this. I watch all of these. Hold on, okay. Cause I got you. Let me see. Okay. Let me just. No, that's gonna be last. Muff Hospital University. I'm looking for. I should have already had it. See, I want to give y'all more. I might have to just give you a part 2 because this is already long as hell. This is already hecka long. But yeah, okay. We accept dinosaur fossils, but not giant human fossils. My boy was like, "What's your theory on the reason they keep it so hidden from us?" I said, "Giants have been talked about through all religions and histories, but they keep the new evidence from us, just like everything else in our mediocre schools." And then I said, "Hey, spirit science, and then what is education, and how we can fix it, and giants are real, deep DNA can prove it." I didn't even read what Latoya said. We used to be giants when God destroyed the world. First time this is by water. Came for 4 days, 40 nights. Do religion. Okay. Okay, I'll talk to her. Like, okay, yeah, it is a spiritual. Ooh, yeah, She went somewhere with it. I like it, for sure. I'm not about to I I'll just do like this. I will like it because I love, boom boom. But it's real. We accept giant dinosaur fossils, but not giant human fossils. I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Sorry, Peter. This. I don't think I can name this Peter Kane dog train. I think I'm gonna have to make another. This is just gonna be called "Are Giants Real?" Straight up, are Giants real? I thought I was gonna say two Peter Kane dog train because I told him that I was gonna make him a video today, but I'll just call it "Are Giants Real?" And then I'll just send it to him, and I hope you watch it. But make sure y'all guys like and subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. It's good. It's the real DJ Gravy. Make sure you hit that alert button so you know when I go live next time I drop anything. It's all right. And make sure that you don't keep forgetting.